but it's been a long time since I've seen it. This is Spinal Tap.
No, but sorry, I meant this is where what comes from?
Like crank it up to 11 or dial it up to 11.
Yeah.
Like whenever you get like that expression.
Oh, okay.
Tyler says The Last Night sucks.
Oh.
No.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
It has Cogman.
It's Cogman. And you know what he does? He eats Anthony Hopkins in that movie. Because that's what he would do.
He's a robot.
Exactly. And even, which means he thinks logically and without emotion. And he knew in that moment that the right thing to do was eat.
That's the after credits scene.
I don't even have like a rebuttal to that.
You can't. No one can argue against Cogman.
So you're saying because Cogman was such like a loyal servant to Anthony Hopkins in that movie, so okay, so it's really because you guys are such good friends that you would eat me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
We're back to that. Anyway.
So, if anything, we just found definitive evidence.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree. I just reject your hypothesis.
You reject the hypothesis of Cogman?
Of being eaten. Because I want to live, god damn it.
Is that the religious text Austin's currently working on, the hypothesis of Cogman?
Yes.
He's working on forming his own religion called...
the cover's an AI-generated image of Cogman eating Anthony Hopkins.
And on this day, Cogman said unto Anthony Hopkins, I will eat you, my lord, so your body may not go to waste. And then he ate him. Then he sings, move, bitch, get out the way.
He does.
Yeah.
And he tackles Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Because his best friend is Vietnamese.
Oh.
Tyler wants to know if we've seen the Frankenstein trailer. I haven't watched it, but I know Austin has.
Austin, what did you think of it?
I'm just kind of indifferent. I'll definitely watch it, but I didn't really feel strongly about it.
Yeah, I think it looks all right. It reminded me a lot more of the Kenneth Branagh version than I expected. But that could just be it looks like it's sticking closer to the book than like any of the other movies, so maybe that's just what it is.
Well, the Arctic stuff reminded me we're definitely going to the book.
Mm.
It does just have like a streaming look to it.
Yeah, it's weird. Like if you and it's not a fair criticism if you said like, "Oh, this is a streaming show." That's just what I'd expect it to look like. Like it doesn't look bad. It just has that modern streaming look. You can't like articulate.
Or is it scratch?
Yeah.
Maybe
it was probably Shaman Digital.
Maybe because I was watching the trailer on my computer, I thought it looked fine.
I was looking at it on my phone, which is smaller.
My fucking telephone.
Me fucking telephone.
You watched Frankenstein on your fucking telephone? I'm looking forward to it, because I am a big fan of the book, and it looks like that's what it's pulling from.
Yeah, I do hope it's cool. I was more excited for the Bride one, just because with that one I was like, I feel like I know what the Del Toro movie looks like. I don't know what this Bride movie looks like, but then that got delayed.
It did.
I'm still looking forward to that too. Yeah.
Hey Noah, how do you
Yay.
how do you pronounce this? Yeah, go ahead and read this.
Okay. Well, I can't read it if you scroll past the word. Description. Parautility. There, I did it. I sounded it out. Based on reports,
Illuminati.
pair utility. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from the lamp cord, which part of the severed cord is still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses rather, the ability to alter reality. The changes being based on redacted when used by a capable parutilitarian. See, I read that word. Parsing this item's
That's not in the script.
Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold, responsible for recurring AEWEs in the area, is difficult because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa, or if there is no connection whatsoever. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a redacted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, likely
Whoa.
a physician manifestation of redacted. Yeah.
Adam, you need to learn how to read.
Inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch.
Such
The
a
item,
euphemism.
yeah, the item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. See AWE 35. However, it is unclear what the restrictions and limitations of this effect are. Conclusion: the light switch is a possible OOP, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on secondhand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item.
A physician manifestation.
What do you mean? That was like the only flub.
Isn't that the new Wes Anderson movie?
Yeah, it
You're
is.
right.
What?
I said you're right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Austin's like, no, I'm not. Fuck you.
No, I just didn't hear what John
What?
said, so I was like, what?
Oh, okay.
I need to know what information I can still trust.
You did good.
I'm glad you think so.
Your mother would be proud.
Now look away while I eat up the 7.
What?
What?
Wake told me the clicker would fix this.
Did you just say now look away while I eat up your mom?
How can
Dude,
I
that's
trust
not
anything
okay.
he said?
The artist must conclude
You can't make fun of people's family.
He rides a storm
Oh.
on your peace. Wake up.
Hey, it's this guy.
and Smell the danger.
Dumbledore?
We told you already, kiddo. What Tom
You're
said
gonna put Alan
about
Wake's
the clicker is
name in the
true.
Goblet of Fire.
Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
It's true. All of it.
Oh, you don't play as Alan Wake in this? I just turned on the gameplay. I finished up the paperwork I was doing.
So this is dual protagonist.
Oh, okay. I knew
you
what the
go
main
back
game
and
was.
forth.
I didn't know that about the DLC.
Oh, we finished the DLC.
Oh, I thought this was the DLC.
No, we're back in the main game now.
Hmm.
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Noah,
Yeah,
do you
light switches are
volunteer for the
paramount
reading,
item.
or are you just
Maybe even an
designated?
object of
He's designated now because it's funny.
possession of it during the AWE here back
Oh.
in 2010.
No, Noah and Robert just go back and forth.
I can come up with
Yeah.
a plan. I always do. The clicker can fix this, but I can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
Oh yeah, the new Predator comes out this week or next week. I think this
Oh
week.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I thought that was next week, but I could be wrong.
I was thinking like June 6th. Which maybe next week. I don't know.
Oh
No,
yeah,
it's
you're
Sunday
right.
today, so it's Friday. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, you nailed it. June 6th. I think it's the same day Life of Chuck comes out.
Yeah, I think so.
I can use the
Man,
clicker
there's a
now.
bunch of good movies out.
Only Wake's writing can change the
There's
current
too many fucking
I
movies.
use the clicker to change something else. Like
Stop
giving Wake
putting them
other
out. I
powers.
still have to see Dead, which takes precedence.
I didn't hear you.
What?
You cut out when you said
Oh.
I still have to see.
Lilo and Stitch, which takes
Oh.
precedence.
Change reality
Oh.
Does it?
and bring Wake back to
Yeah.
Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
Oh yeah, Ballerina. I'm not
Yeah.
watching that.
Yeah, I
Well,
don't know if
I'm
I'll
waiting to
see
see on that one.
that. Yeah.
Got it now.
What should we
Just
call
tell
the
Rose what to
the
do and fix
Life of
things.
Chuck Predator Killer Killers double feature day? Predator
So we
Chuck.
need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed.
Chuck it or
So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake.
He said it
What
so
it-
deadpan.
No, what are you doing today? Chuck it.
Other than his story, and then get him here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's our Minecraft
look,
experience.
this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have
Yeah,
it all
what is
figured
the
out?
thing in Life of Chuck that we'll all yell?
Chuck and Jockey.
A fellow chucker, eh?
A fellow Chucker, eh?
I'm ready to head to Cauldron Lake. now. Let's get
I
the
think
plan started.
I think we're at the end of the
Okay, here
game,
we go.
boys.
We'll
Oh
take
my
what you
god.
need from us.
At least we're at the point of no
Oh,
return.
Finally.
Oh, thank
No.
God.
Noah's done.
I can tell there's no talking you out of
This one's been, I think, a
Estimate.
little bit
Is
longer
there a
than
way
the
to get
first
that
one.
lighter ray to the lake?
It is much
Well,
longer,
covered, so good
It's
news
in quite a
there.
gurney.
And we'll
but
bring
it's
it all
also a
within
much more
10 minutes.
ambitious
Gurney.
game.
It's specially built for
And it's
anyone
able
from
to like
scratch.
pull off those ambitions, I should say.
What's the plan for that?
I'll make some
Noah's
calls
like,
away.
no, it's
Just head to
boring.
Cauldron Lake.
No, I like this more than watching the first one,
Oh,
but it is quite long.
and then we gotta finish
Tor,
the game, Clock
I need
Tower.
the old gods of Asgard.
Yeah.
I need to
That's true.
Yeah,
song.
the Scissorman.
Zizman.
Tyler, what are you gonna ask? What are you gonna do now that The Last of Us is finished? What do you mean the show?
I assume, yeah.
We're not doing another Monday show.
You saw this
Oh,
If that's
yeah.
what you mean.
No, that was just while The Last of Us. If you're asking like, what am I gonna do now that the season's over? I'm gonna pretend it never happened.
Well, my life
Oh,
has
yeah.
changed drastically
Was that bad?
since the show ended.
That season
I bet.
sucked.
That's pretty good.
I hope they've still got it.
John's doing a 180.
Yeah.
I mean, it started
then-
out okay, but the last like 3 or 4 episodes were just trash.
That's not what you said when we reviewed them, but that's fine.
Okay.
And then this Friday, I think this Friday, we'll finish Ash versus Evil.
Oh, at least you
Oh,
guys
shit.
can watch something good.
That's a good show.
Am I gonna be on
Based
that?
on good material this time.
Yeah, that's a good question. Noah, that's up to you.
Yeah, because I didn't do
you
the
wanna-
first part. We'll see.
I mean, like you could dip in and out if you want. I think that's fine.
I mean,
I'll get
you're
back to you.
welcome to join us. Doesn't really matter if you're there for the first half. You've seen it before.
It's
You
been
just
so
didn't know if
long,
we were
though.
going to keep doing Monday shows. No, that was just because that was the first chance we'd have to talk about the show.
Yeah, yeah. And then, but yeah, no, like if you want to like hop on, like you don't have to do every episode of those. Like if you got to leave early, I think that's fine.
Where
No,
did
I
you guys
just
leave
do
off?
episode 4.
We watched the first half.
Yeah, we watched the first 5, so we got 5 more to go.
Okay.
Oh, I
And
thought you
I
guys were
mean-
going on to, like the next season. Oh, okay.
Tyler, what game will we be doing next? We're either gonna do.
I'd love to go back to Scissorman.
Okay.
That's an older game.
Are you a resounding okay?
David, please pick up.
Scissorman.
Yeah,
It's me.
the 3 of us want to do Clock Tower. It doesn't sound like John's enthusiastic about that.
I'm not against it. We'd probably have to start over because I don't remember what the fuck we were doing.
We're also talking about doing like
We were
a
in the
ranking
cell.
of something. So
Well,
Didn't we also-
other shows to do on Sundays.
We can do the ranking video. Take a week in between
Okay.
games, and then we can jump into Clock Tower. We talked about doing an old Evil Dead game.
Didn't we also mention going back to the Gotham channel for some like
We did,
Arkham games?
yeah.
We need to do some Arkham
It's getting
Knight.
worse. It's spreading. I'm running out of time.
Well, it would be
We'll figure it
Arkham Arkham Blackgate next.
Black.
That's true.
Yay. I think Cap just started playing that.
That game's bad.
Oh.
I've never played it.
I just remember, what's his face is in that? Bronze Tiger.
Batman, I think you were thinking of. He's in that game.
Yeah,
I don't
my
think he
favorite
is.
Batman, Bronze Tiger.
No, what's his face? Batman.
I don't think
Bruce.
Batman is in that game. I think you're lying.
Oh no, yeah,
Bruce
my
Wayne.
mistake. You play as
This
Alfred.
is not the way.
Yeah. We're also next up on our Resident Evil revisit is RE4, and I think Noah wants to be there for that because he loves that game.
Yeah.
But we can do Clock Tower first.
Yay.
I forgot about Clock Tower until
I did too.
Austin mentioned it, to be honest. But that was fun.
Everybody loves the Scissorman.
I do not at all remember where we left off.
We were in the cell, and then we got out of the cell, and then we were in the courtyard.
That's why
But we can start over if you guys want to.
We can hop into our last save and see where, like, what we were doing. If we have to, we'll start over.
Yeah. Remember we were in the cell with that hobo? He kept killing us. And then we realized that we soft locked and we had to go back because we had to get ham for him.
Are you ready for
Odin is
the
killing the minions?
Are you ready for the old gods of Asgard, Austin?
I need you to meet
No.
me at the
Not
shore.
if they're gonna be killing
Is
minions.
the song ready?
I love the minions.
They're killing Tim, Bob, and Phil.
No.
Who's gonna sing about bananas now?
Heimdall is killing Gru.
What's the chicken?
Drive carefully,
Mhm.
Grandpa.
What?
I'm listening to their dialogue.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very rock and roll way to drive.
I love those guys.
They're great.
So Austin, these are characters that are from the return from the first game, but they get a much bigger role here. I'm assuming.
Now he's dead.
Yeah. Oh wait. Whoa! Hey, stop it!
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay.
You're just killing rednecks.
They were trying to kill me. Did you not see them throwing things at me?
That's how they
Well,
say
it's
hello.
just- You were also invading their territory, the hillbilly woods.
The two golden oldies, oh, they're here. And they bought
That's just called defense.
I love them already.
That's true.
They're alive. You wanted to know what art we would use? Well, that's that.
Yeah. So according to this, this took about 24 hours.
I'll be there soon.
Versus
Oh
the
my god,
first.
that is long.
Yeah, the first one was like 12.
2.
Oh. Yeah, you finished the whole first game in 2 hours.
4 hours.
I mean, to be fair, like an hour in, and you've pretty much seen the entire gameplay loop.
That is true.
Yay.
Yay.
And I love the first
Yay.
game, but it is very limited.
That's not how you open a lock.
Yes.
What do you know about locks?
You, the master of unlocking.
Yeah, Robert.
Ryan Doyle.
Yeah.
Murray?
It's stuck on my ghostly tail.
It's the Flying Dutchman.
Brian Doyle Murray's just inherently funny.
I
This
want
is
Brian Doyle Murray to be my dad.
I
Well,
want
it's
Brian Doyle Murray to fuck my dad.
I'm fucking your dad.
I love that him and Bill Murray have like the exact same face, but their voices could not be more different.
Well, and also, Brian Doyle Murray is just a little version of Bill Murray.
Yeah, that's true.
He's like a little old Bill Murray.
And he was also like instantly old. well, Bill Murray got old. No, I feel like
Brian went to the beach
Bill
that makes
Murray
you old.
is like when you go to the convenience store and you get just like a chocolate bar, and then Brian Doyle Murray is like the chocolate bar you get at like Halloween, the little one,
The bite size.
the bite size. Yeah,
Song is done, and all
he's
you
like a
Oh,
bite
shit.
sized Kit Kat.
We got more music.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Great to see so many federal agents.
Play taking care of business.
Play the final countdown.
Play Darude Sandstorm.
Ah, get out of here.
Have you guys ever seen the Simpsons bit with the band that plays Taking Care of Business?
I don't think so.
They're playing, and all the people in Homer, they're like, play Taking Care of Business! Play Taking Care of Business! And they're like, fine, whatever. And they start playing. They get like 3 notes in, and Homer's like, say working overtime. And then they just stop playing, and they're like, ah, and working overtime. It's great.
Here we go.
That's amazing. Hell yeah.
A whole lot of paranatural crimes happening right now. It's fucking awesome. I wanna
They're playing Rock You Like a Hurricane.
This is what's gonna be playing in my head when we all start eating no.
Why?
No one's like, why this song?
Yeah.
No, just like cool rock music, just like the here I am. Rock.
Why does it? So why does like 80s hair metal put you in the mood to eat me?
Cause it's like it starts playing when cool things happen.
Yeah.
I don't see how that's cool.
So Austin, because this is the second musical like section in this game. But these two are like an actual band in Finland, I think, and they got them for these games to do the music.
Finland.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Got a delivery for you, Anderson.
Shoot him.
Kick him.
Hit him with a rock.
It was a big one.
Stand still.
Stay down.
And I do like this song, but I think Herald of Darkness is a better song.
That song was epic.
Twas peak.
Anderson on the left.
Twas the peak before Christmas.
Especially the part that we kept listening to.
Many, many times.
Oh no. Oh no.
I died a few times. What a
Many.
Was it like poison ivy?
not as bad.
Not
Yeah.
as bad as that.
I just got 3 different answers.
No, yeah, not as bad.
I don't know why, but that poison ivy fight on harder difficulties, I've never been good at it.
Anderson, trouble on the way.
Yeah, I think I've just played that game too much. It's all just muscle memory.
That fight is difficult for me too, to be fair. It's more so when John plays like the stealth sections in Arkham, I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, what are you doing?
Which is funny because like when I play that game on my own, I rarely have that many issues. I think it's because
Yeah, I don't
normally
know.
when on stream I'm kind of only half paying attention.
John just hates stealth. It's a
I mean, I do hate stealth.
That's true.
I'll light him up.
Is this band like actually here, or is this all just like part of the craziness?
And they're right there.
Yeah, but we're also like, there's like a hurricane flying around. There's, like dark beings.
All of this is
popping out of
actually
it.
happening.
Like, yeah, I'm like, isn't some of this supposed to be like metaphysical?
I mean,
No,
I think
all of
some
it.
of it is because like
Yeah, like look at that.
It's metaphysical.
There's like a ska band playing, and you're like, what are we? They're right there.
I think maybe that is not actually there, but everything else here is happening.
Oh, okay. Even the red light, the color out of space.
the red light is happening because that's the sign that the portal has opened.
To where?
To the dark
Cool.
dark place.
The Black Lodge.
What happened?
Basically, yeah.
Why didn't it work?
I did everything right. Art to bring him back? Clicker to make it real?
So do you like switch back at certain times, or is it like as that
So,
work?
well, we're doing it now, but
Oh,
during
okay.
the
Well, that's why I
first
wondered.
few,
It's like you
well,
were
during the
this
first
person
few
for a while.
chapters, you can go back and forth as you want. And there's an optimal play order, but like it won't hurt if you decide to do just all of one and then the other.
Mhm.
But this is the only one of the only times it forces you to switch. There he is.
I'm back.
I'm thinking I'm back.
I'm thinking I'm awake.
But because Austin, I don't think you've watched too much of this. I love this design for this place. I think it looks awesome.
This town.
Yeah. Well, we're in the dark place.
Oh.
I'd been here many times before. I didn't know how many. This felt different, like my last chance.
I don't know why he saved me.
Bum-ba-da-dum.
The Harry Potter theme.
Gone.
Ah! A stroke.
Yeah, that happens a lot in this game.
Writing his horror story. There was still time.
Robert has a stroke.
I needed to get inside.
Well, I mean, he does that every time that face pops up, and that happens a lot.
This game has jump scares. I think they do it maybe a little too much. But most of the time it's effective.
Noah's like, I prefer elevated horror.
Yeah.
Hey, hang on a second.
It won't end. Like a nightmare I can't wake up from. I thought I could contain Ellen in my photos, but I can't. The monster just keeps coming back. Every night. Like waves hitting the shore. I'm so tired. He's here all the time now. There's so much rage inside of him, I can't stand it anymore. God, I tried so hard. I can't. I can't. I have made a decision. Most of you won't understand. People call me an artist, but I don't care about any of that. I just wanted to show the world what I see. I can't keep going like I have been. It's time for a perspective shift. To go from photographer to subject. From artist to art.
Oh shit.
Alice was dead. Scratch tortured her until she couldn't stand it anymore. Until she broke. And all that time, she thought it was me. Scratch was still here. He hadn't escaped the dark place yet. He was scratching my edits out of return. I had seen this before. This was not Scratch. This was me. Caught in a loop. I had stopped myself trying to fix the manuscript. I was the one haunting Alice. It was always me.
Oh my god.
I